What is up, my aesthetic boys? It's Fresh back with another video. On today's episode of r/Quit Your BS, we talk about medieval France, Jimi Hendrix statues, and time machines, but not necessarily in that order. My taxi driver was featured on the cover of a calendar I randomly bought in another gift shop during my trip to New York, and the picture's cut off, but that's irrelevant because the picture isn't you. This has been posted a lot, but OP says, this is me, what are you on about? Yeah, but it's posted on r/funny 2 years ago from a different account. Not only is this a repost, and it was indeed posted on r/funny from a different account, it is the top post of all time on r/funny, a subreddit with over 30 million members, and the post itself has over 300,000 likes. What on earth made them think they would get away with this? I'm scared that my 15-year-old daughter will get her nose pierced when she turns 18. I don't want her to mess up her life. How do I convince her not to do it? Okay, can you set something straight here? On a previous post from roughly an hour ago, you claimed to be 14 years old, and in another post from April, you also had a 12-year-old daughter. You're 14 with a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old? Please, just stop. I love how in this question, the most concerning thing is them lying about who they are and not the idea that getting a nose piercing would ruin their life. Our phone cases coincidentally match the restaurant decor. Oh, that's pretty cute. We got two guys at a restaurant just matching license plate phone cases. Classic stuff. Yeah, quick search shows this has been posted regularly for at least the last 8 years. You keep claiming this was taken 4 years ago, but this has been getting posted since 2012. God, don't you understand what's going on? This isn't a repost. Look at the guy. Let's zoom in on the guy on the right. Enhance. Do you see that license plate at a time? You know what that's from? Do you know what that's from? It's from a time machine, you idiots. That's the license plate from the DeLorean. They just gotta get going fast enough, and hell, they can post from literally any time they want. I'm an executioner who worked in death row at Florida for 7 years. Ask me anything. Now, actually, you're 17, you're applying for college, and looking to study in the UK. How have you been in the role for 7 years, plus been in a previous role for 12? Were you born into it? Check OP's comment history from last month. He has also been posting a lot looking for advice for college. You play interested. 17 US East New Jersey. Hours? Workdays from 7 to 10 p.m. Weekends are free. My schedule is flexible. He includes experience in CS, reached MGE, and account got hacked, played Overwatch, etc. But the guy who's calling this AMA poster out on their bullshit is missing something pretty significant. For that, we're going to head over to the Smithsonian. Now, the Smithsonian states that while executioner as a position was not hereditary technically, it may as well have been. The title was generally passed down from father to son, and the daughters of executioners would often marry other executioners. So, yeah, he could have been born into it. If this were medieval France. 1 star. Docked our boat to have lunch. The staff treated us with the worst respect that I have ever encountered in all of my life. I am a local for over 25 years and will tell everyone that I know of this experience in hoary Georgetown County. Oh, Mr. Taylor, if you're a local, then you know there is a mask ordinance in effect in restaurants. We tried to be cordial, but your girlfriend or wife kept pushing through the door anyway. We are not going to risk our patrons or restaurant for someone who feels they are above the law. Tell your friends, sure, but tell them the real story. I get a feeling that this is not the only complaint we're gonna get, where people give bad reviews because they're required to wear masks inside of restaurants during a pandemic. A perfectly normal complaint to have, no doubt. Let me take a second to talk about the sponsor of today's video, ExpressVPN. I'm sure you've seen them advertised around, but I'll give a quick rundown of their resume. VPNs protect all of your internet activity, and ExpressVPN is one of the best. Their trusted server technology makes it impossible for them to store any of your data, using the highest encryption standards available to protect your connection. Their premium servers are faster than any other VPN provider, and they've been named the #1 VPN provider by TechRadar. You can also use any of their more than 90 server locations to watch region-restricted content on a number of streaming services. Express is the fastest VPN I've ever used, and they let me watch Netflix UK on their regional servers while keeping my data totally encrypted. But don't just take my word for it. head on over to expressvpn.com/fresh and find out how you can get 3 months free. Again, that's expressvpn.com/fresh. Olivia Munn confused by Washington Redskins fans who are offended over name change. Look, I'm not confused, I'm just sarcastic. Well, I made the mistake of looking up the actual article from pop culture that's referenced here, and it's somehow dumber than I thought it could be. Not only does it have pretty much nothing to do with Olivia Munn, because there's only so much that can be said about her single tweet, and they really just wanted to use her name for clickbait, but this article is struggling so hard to bring that word count up. The author describes her tweet, despite showing the tweet in the article, turning Munn's 19-word GIF caption into a 50-word paragraph that the author, John Newby, actually got paid to write. To be fair, it's a bit unreasonable to expect the next great American novel out of a man who is busy writing the other 12 articles he's already posted today. My girlfriend, by the way, and includes a very generic-looking selfie of his supposed girlfriend. Except I'm that girl, and literally, who the fuck are you? I will never understand the point of people who lie about significant others on social media, especially when they stole the picture from the profile of someone else on the same social media platform. Like, if you're gonna be bad, just be good at being bad, you know? Alright, so we got a black and white kinda, sepia kinda picture of a woman holding a gun with a man behind her. Congresswoman at an Al-Qaeda training camp in Somalia. She is trying to get this picture blocked, so share it everywhere. Hey, did you fact check this before you posted it? Look, Red Redacted, who is OP, you haven't responded yet, so let me tell you my thought process on this. This post tells me 2 things about you. 1, you don't care about facts and truth. If you would Google search for 5 seconds, you could see that nothing about this meme is true. This makes me automatically distrust anything you say or post. And 2, you will openly discriminate against people who are not of your same sex, ethnic background, religion, or political party. I assume that because one of those 4 things triggered enough hate in you to post something like this. I really want to be proven wrong, but until you show me otherwise, I'll continue to assume these 2 things about you. Look, Blue Redacted, if I had all day to watch what people put on Facebook, I guess I would have noticed that someone hacked me because I have not been on in several days. I actually have to work for a living instead of reading Facebook posts. Maybe you should judge yourself before you judge me. By the way, I don't like stupidity, no matter what race. Look, if someone hacked you, you can delete this post. Alright, the 2 things that we learned from this are that, yes, they got hacked, but I like the meme, so I'm gonna keep it. And 2, if you have a job, you can't have social media accounts. That's a new one. The moment you realize it's not about Black lives anymore. It's only about destruction. And this is a picture of someone spray painted on a statue of Jimi Hendrix. It's never been about Black lives. Yeah, but this photo is from 2013, but it still shows the same thing though. No, it doesn't. It doesn't show the same thing. There are news articles. Here's a news article from the Seattle Times about how some drunk assholes purchased spray paint and then spray painted the statue. It's defacing property, you know, it's vandalism, but it's definitely not about the BLM movement in any way. Stop trying to meme it like that. 1 star. Ordered food for pickup, and when I got the food, my food was thrown in the bag. All the hot sauce from the wings spilled through the bag onto my phone, and all my fries had hot sauce on them. They put them in the bag upside down. I called back, and the guy was rude and said all we can do is replace it. I couldn't come back as I don't live close. Terrible. Never again. We got a response from the owner. Look, the reason why your food was messed up is because the man who picked up your food, I assume your boyfriend, grabs the bag and didn't handle with care, and we had to tell him to be careful because of the hot sauce. Instead of him listening, he decided to leave the store and jump off of the 6-foot wall rather than walking down the steps like a normal human being. The jump caused your food to get messed up. We offered to remake your food and have you pick it up knowing that it wasn't our fault. The manager that you spoke to was nice, and the reason why you calling him rude was because he didn't offer you the money back for your boyfriend's mistake. We would love to prove to you that this is what really happened by having you watch the video clip from our security cameras. Feel free to stop by and watch it, and have a great day. Well, if I were the restaurant, there's no chance in hell that I'd offer to remake the food after the guy intentionally spilled hot sauce over it. That's on him. Warning. The following post contains the discussion and criticism of supposed harmful acts. Do not do what the original post is saying. Also, YouTube, please don't demonetize me because I'm trying to help people. Nebulized hydrogen peroxide therapy is an inexpensive and simple way to treat most viral respiratory illnesses. All you need is a nebulizer with a face mask that covers your mouth and nose and common household hydrogen peroxide, available at most grocery stores and pharmacies. And they include a little stock image of hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, I'm going to report you for endangering public health. H2O2 vapor will destroy lung tissue. Okay, look, I understand the point of the original tweet, but there are real idiots out there, and they will follow shit like this even if it's supposed to be satire, and just because they're dumb doesn't mean they deserve to die. I mean, remember, there were people who put tinfoil balls in the microwave because of that whole challenge and of course blew their microwave up. There were people who put their phones in microwaves because a viral tweet said that it could charge their phone quickly, and they blew both their phone and the microwave up. There are people out there who will believe this without checking it or thinking about it in any way just because it was posted online and has lots of engagement. Do not do this. Again, just because they're stupid doesn't mean they deserve a death sentence. This isn't a post, this is just an ad I got, and it says always fresh, sometimes normal, and god damn if I've never felt more connected to an advertisement.